Well, morning. It's starting to warm up, so that's a plus, at least where I'm at. Um, so let's see, quite a bit's been going on lately. Um, Found out the beginning of the month that the company I work for, it's a full-time job. We're getting bought out by another company. Okay, good. And then found out last week that that company already has the position that I did with their company, so they weren't going to bring me over. So that's wonderful. So as of last Friday, I don't have a regular full-time job. Um, so yeah, that was a kick in the gut. Um, and then pile on top of that, you know, this is my birthday month. So in this state, or I guess in most states, I don't even know, you have to get your tags redone on your car. But in this wonderful state of Kentucky, you have to pay taxes again um, every year. So that was a nice chunk of money after that nice little kick. So whatever, it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. So today we're going to do some stuff, and um, we got a good little upgrade to one of our tools. I guess if you all remember watching uh, I think it was like episode 8 or so when we did the steering box. We did our hoop, and we tried to make one, but our wall thickness through the tube roller was just too thick for it the way it was set up. So it kind of barely bent it, but then it was kind of like that. Ain't gonna cut it. We did make some more. We did pull out the other regular tube bender, and we could do, this one's a 4 bender, but you still have the hard edges. It's not nice and smooth like the tank, and I kind of want that look. And it's not too big. We have the one up here with the steering box, but this would work, and most people probably wouldn't even care, but I do. So, so we are going to upgrade our tubing roller. I don't know if any of you all ever heard of Swag Off-Road, but we bought quite a few things from them, and so far everything we've bought from them is really cool. So check them out. I'll put a link in the description or whatever. But yeah, I'll show you what we got. So Swag sends you a nice little box. Everything's wrapped up really, really nice and protected. Everything came. You can see these parts look really, really nice. Even comes with some really nice color directions. So what we're going to do is upgrade that bad boy, and when we get done, we'll have some. This actually has the extensions on it too. We actually got the pipe threader, so this will be manual now, and we got a jack we're going to put in here. That's going to give us a lot more pressure. I mean, if you watched that video I did before, I was cranking on that bad boy, and just that wall thickness wasn't cutting it. So we have all of our pieces here. Everything's been cut out really nice. We need to clean some of these edges up, and then we'll get it all braced up, start welding it together, and then we're going to have a nice little upgraded tool. Like the instructions said, the first step, we'll break all these pieces apart, and we'll grind off our little edges. You can kind of see they're kind of little sharp edges at the top. We'll clean that up on all these and go on to the next steps. And now we got to take the rest of this apart so we can take this top mount off. I guess that comes out. Stick that aside. Okay, then here you have these bolts that are going through and kind of locks everything through. So I guess we need to take that off so we can get the axle part out. Let's loosen those up. Now there's some other YouTube videos out there of people installing these and upgrading them and stuff like that. But this is an upgrade we're doing to our shop and going to help with the belly tank build. So figure why not do a video on it. Let's see. So if that's slide that out. Oh, that went pretty easily. That just popped out. Don't rack it. There we go. Come on, you got it. There you go. Now everything fall. Okay. Only one washer in there. Okay. All right. So that's in there. Oh, that's there. So now we got to take out these top four. Well, I was talking to you, but I was so zoomed in, you didn't even see the little top section I was talking about. So take the words I just said, and this is what we're taking off. Save those because we're going to reuse those. All right, let's take that big boy off. Oh, hell. Oh, hell, dropping bearings all over the place. Well, the two bearings came out. All right, let's see. So, guess we'll spin this bad boy off. I don't think there's a top or bottom. Looks the same. Now, everything I've read on this and talked to the guys, that with this upgrade with the bottle jack and these extenders, we should be able to bend this pretty much any kind of tubing we would want. So heck yeah, I'm ready for that. Make this look a little nicer. This got a little C-clip in here. We'll just pop that out. Maybe. Woo-hoo. Set that aside. I don't know if I need that yet or not. Here's a washer. Some other stuff. Don't know if I need any of that, but we'll see. Okay, so we got that. We got that apart. There, we got the next step. Got all that done. Now we put these on. So what do we use on the bottoms here? So we need our new stuff here. Which way do we go? Got any good pictures inside? Okay. They go on the inside or the outside? Bam. Outside. Okay, so we'll get that on loosely. Take this crap off. You can't feel nothing that way. All right, you don't want to sit here and watch me do this, so I'll speed this section up real quick. Well, I would, but I just said I need to put it on the outside, and what did I do? I put it on the inside. Dang. Now I'll speed it up. So in order with the kit to use the power function, you can get this pipe threader from Harbor Freight. All the reviews on it have been good for what we're doing, so I figure we give it a whirl and see what we can do. But we have to modify some of this. Nice carrying case. Not sure I'll use all the other stuff that's in it, but it is what it is. Oh, looky here. Okay, this is the tool we need. So we need to, right here. So we got this dowel right here. We need to punch this dowel out or press it out. And I don't have a press, so into the vise we will go. Well, let's see if this will work. Yep, movement. See if we can catch it with the foot before it hits the ground. Nope. Oh, got it. Now we have two pieces. See, this has got some burrs on it, so we'll probably go ahead and clean that up, and then we'll move on to the next step. Son of a biscuit. So this is identical to what's in the vise right here. This first one's going to get welded up like this, and then the second one, we're going to put this other tab in, and it's going to get welded up like this. And then if you look, when you weld it up, there's a little stop in here. I'll show you that later, but we're going to get this one set up and get these welded and kind of go from there. All right, let's see. This should be fun. Not a lot of room. That's pretty. There's that. We'll clean up a little bit of it. Just want to make sure we didn't get any welds into the hole in here. So got good penetration too. So get the other one welded up. And then we have this one. All it's saying is to weld up the two sides and stuff. So I guess that's strong enough. Move on. Now we got a little splatter on it. Got a little windy or something. I don't know. This is where we're at. We're cleaning all these up. I need to look and see if I need to weld that. I don't know if I need to or not. So get this cleaned up and on to the next one. So I bought the bundle package, which included all this stuff and the side wings. It also came with this nut, but you can actually use the one that came with the Harbor Freight one too. It's your choice. But since it came with it, with the new axle, that's what we're going to use. You have to measure back from this tip. Got these grounds, like these locking pin grooves in here. We need to measure back 4.5, which we have dead on. Slide the hub on, and then we're going to weld this through here and see what we got. So, kind of see, got that on there. I ain't going anywhere. We'll clean up all this little weld boogers. And on to the next step, man. So with this, we have 2 fronts and two rears. And we have 4 of these plates. We're going to take our old pins, slide them in there, and then we're going to end up welding up this little hole here. So we're going to get clamp and clamp that onto there. And then we're going to verify that we can't see any of the edges here. If we do, we'll kind of even it up a little bit. That way these pins will slide in and out really good once we get it welded. Make sure that one's good. Yep. So we're going to do 2 that look like this and 2 the opposite ways and go from there. Before I weld it up, I just want to make sure my pins can slide in and out easily. They can. That's pre-tacked pretty well. Go ahead and put that down. And I'll go ahead and put a final weld through this thing here. Clean it off real quick. So it looks like on that side. You think that penetrated it pretty good? I think so. So you can see the holes perfect. So we'll go ahead and do the other 3 and go from there. All right, I got all the pieces cleaned up, all the little brackets cleaned up with the wire wheel. Next step, we put our brackets on. They line up with these 2 holes down the bottom. We put one of these pins in just to kind of keep that centered. And then I went ahead and put one of our rollers back here with one of our pins to make sure that that's square. So once it does weld up, that'll still be able to go through. And then we're going to end up welding between the plate and the actual frame of the bender all along through here. Once we get probably 1.5 inches up, obviously you can see where that's pulled out. We'll clamp that, and then that'll end up getting welded up. Same thing for this side. So we'll go ahead and get that welded up and onto the other side. And then once that's done, we can start our assembly and only have one little piece left to weld. But that kind of gave you an idea of how much it pushes out that machine. So the good thing about this is you have an adjustment hole here, and then you can move the wheel up to this hole as well. You should be able to do this one. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. So you should have 2, and best case, you'll have 3 different adjustments for those bottom wheels to get you different leverages. So we'll go ahead and get this welded up. All right, well, I had another camera difficulties. Memory was low, so I got this side done. Tried to explain a bunch to you. You didn't get any of it because it wasn't recorded, but anyway, got these clamped on. To line these up with the holes. I had one of my pins here. I put this one back here just to kind of keep it square, and then we welded up on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and get this side done and try to explain it and show you on this one. Hopefully everything will stay powered up. All right, well, we're going to try this again. See how this works. You have your existing bolts here. They're going to line up with this, kind of like that. We're going to put one of our pins through here. so we can kind of keep that held on where we like it. Also, I guess I'll show you this real quick. Right here on the front, where they had the little model plate, but it sticks out just a little less than a 16th, but it still wasn't flush, so I just knocked that off. I could care less if that's really on there or not. I know which one it is. So put that one there. And we'll go ahead and line up the back one. That. And we're going to go ahead and put a clamp on at the bottom between the two. Yoy! There we go. And then we're going to put our drive, or not our drive, just one of our regular dies onto here. Make sure the bearings are in. Cap. And then slide that through there. And then if we got this tight, we're about, I'm going to show you here, just putting on loosely. We're a good quarter, 3/16 maybe. So we're going to put a clamp on that and squeeze that together. So we're going to weld up on the inside just like we did the other side, probably up about right here. That's where it's tight. And then we'll have to put a clamp on this to pull this through and then weld it up. But while I'm welding it, you should be able to see the penetration, kind of like how we did over here. You should be able to see it kind of ride up that way. So we'll get both of these started and then pulled together, and we'll go from there. It made it through. I need to rotate this. There we go. All right, let's see if we can get under here now. Slightly awkward. Holy smokes, that's a tight one. We'll try that. See how that does. All right, let's go. Let's see here. Let's see, so you can. All right, so we got that welded up through there. We'll go ahead and get the other side done and start putting this together. All right, so we slid our pin through here, and then got this tight, kept this at the 3 o'clock level, and then we're going to try to put a plug weld into here. So at least we're going to try to tack it so we can get our depth right. Then we can take it off, finish welding it up, and then we should be done with our welding. Well, that'll hold that. All right, let's see if we can get this bad boy together. When the springs come, these are a little bit tighter through here, so you have to kind of spring them out, open that gap up a little bit, and then come from underneath. That way you get a good bite on it. And we'll put our perks back in there, make sure the bearings are in there. Slide that through. And we're going to slide this through. Not worried about the alignment just yet. Okay, so there's that. Oh, yeah. Nope, that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to use the trusty old Turtech straps. I don't have an extra set of hands. Yep. That's pretty close to top. All right, so that's in there. All right, so now we got to get this spring onto here. We need to make sure it's that way. That should be fun. Don't turn on me. Ow. Let's try that this way. There we go. All right, there's one. Let's get the other side. Oh, I gotta put our bracket on. Let me move you so you can see, I guess. Oh, watch the ceiling. Watch your head. We just slid that through there. We need to make sure that's up. We need to put our cotter pin on. And there. All right, got that in there. And now the fun task of getting this onto there. Son of a gun. That probably wasn't the way to do that, was it? I think I'm backwards. Let's see here. There we go. And that's up. Let's turn that way. Yeah, that'll work. All right, let's get this off. So our jack should be sitting in here. Kind of turn it that way. Jack should be sitting in there. So when we jack down, that should go down that way. Maybe it's stronger than me. Okay, well, let's get the jack on. All right, so we got our 4-ton jack from Harbor Freight. That's the front, so we're going to put this in this way. And oh, I gotta let pressure off. I put a little pressure in it. That's it. Okay. All right, we'll set that in there. Get this kind of flush centered into that. And let's go ahead and put a little pressure just to hold it. Like that. Okay, and then we'll get our clamp. Where's it saying we put this clamp at? Just, oh, it ain't gonna go there. Maybe that's a different size or different type. I don't know if that'll work. I don't think that's gonna fit. Daggone it, man, it ain't gonna fit. It's too big. Well, hell. All right, let's put that like that. All right, that's got some pressure on it. Well, that's supposed to clip on right there, but we're a quarter too big. And somebody was saying that some of these new jacks they have are a little bit bigger. So I guess what I need to do is figure out a clamp for this. And let's see what I got. Got one of these old little C clamps. Kind of cool. See if we can make that work or something. I don't know. Maybe. Guess it's better than nothing. Actually, I think I can get that in there pretty good. As long as it's not it shouldn't hit our tube. What size is that? I need to get a wrench. Guessing 7/16. I don't know. Oh, yep, that's it. Nice. And there are good instructions. Come on. Oh, yeah. Turn it a little more. All right, that's real tight. So, get back to the front here. So this is 3 o'clock, and then we should, there we go. So you kind of see how that is going to push down. Well, that's a whole lot easier than that screw at the top before. Well, the clamp that came with it didn't work, so I had to use this. I got that centered and everything else. And then our main axle that we had welded up, it slid through easy and got our other wheel on. It does have a slot. I can't remember what the name, can't even think about it. But I did set the screw into that slot. So it's tight and secured to the machine. Everything else is on. At some point I'll take it all apart and probably paint it. That's not happening today. So I got it set up, and I think we'll just run a piece through and see what it'll do. So this is powered. Never used one of these, so we'll see how this works. Not very tight. So let's go ahead and get a little tension on it. Take that halfway. Okay, that's got tension on it. Let's see. Oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Let's see. I need to readjust. I'm going to hit. Hit 2 more hits. Let's reverse it. So it does have a delay once you let off. You can kind of see, watch when I let off this, it still rolls a little bit. You don't want that tube coming off the, woo, that's about as close as you want to get it. All right, now we're going to reverse it.
2 hits. Reverse it.
Oh, we got some twist. I'm not holding it that far. Uh-oh, what happened here? Oh. Yeah, you can see we got a twist, but I can get that out. I'm not too worried about that for what we're doing right now. Plus, it's my first one, so I want to see what that measurement is here, because I know what our tank is. Let's see. So that's about 33.5, and I know, yeah, that ain't too bad. Let me do it one more time and see what we got. Reverse it. that's 20, 29. So actually that's, I'll measure real quick, see what the farthest one is. So our widest spot is at 28. And then our height, 15, so be there. Actually, it's not too bad, actually, once I get the kink out of it. So that's center is 29. Let me do like a half. Let me make sure I flip that. Do like a half. Okay, let's try that. Oh, wrong way. Heck yeah, so that's center to center is like 28 and a half or so, 28, depending where I need it. So I'm not worried about that. That'll work. Now the twist, might have to use the fork in a tree, but we'll see about that. So let's see. I guess we need to let the tension off of this. Whoop. There. Are you not coming off? What are you doing? Are we under our load? Yep. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got a little twist, but actually the only twist is right here at the end. So all I got to do is just bend that back out, which I can do that. But overall, I think it went pretty well. Some of the machine probably was out of square a little bit, probably from being so old and being beat up pretty good in the past. It seemed like it was a little out of square or whatever, but for the most part, it'll do what I need it to do without spending thousands and thousands of dollars. Still need to learn and tweak with it a little bit, but I can make what we did work. And that was a sample, and I really wasn't trying to keep it straight. I was just letting the machine do it. But yeah, something was needed, and now we have a new advanced tool. So anyway, appreciate you all watching. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe, hit the like button. If you have any comments, send me some comments. I do appreciate everything that's coming through so far. Yeah, so I guess we'll see you next time. And yeah, cars, I mean, geez. I think I'm clear. So anyway, I appreciate it. I guess we'll see you next time.